be intimidated, but you might be when we tell you what's up with Kylo Ren on today's Nerdist News. So much stuff. Kylo Ren's got a new look, and it could have some serious plot-twisting ramifications for The Last Jedi. We got the alert about Darth Vader's favorite grandson from Making Star Wars, who published a recent article featuring artist renderings of what Kylo will supposedly look like in the upcoming film. Starting under the helmet, it's no secret that there's been a major alteration to Kylo's profile after Rey gave him some FaceTime with a lightsaber back in The Force Awakens. So in The Last Jedi, we can expect a scar that no amount of vitamin E will be able to heal, as you can see in this drawing by artist Lumberjack Nick. No longer a baby-faced millennial, Kylo is now a sad, bitter adult, like the rest of you will be. But I already am, so come join me on the dark side. Yeah. But perhaps even more interesting than Kylo's new scar is his new cape, because it might not be new at all. It might be vintage Vader. And of course it's vintage because Kylo's a little bitch.
Kylo Ren is a punk bitch.
As you can see from the illustration, Kylo has hung up his shorter cape from The Force Awakens in favor of a longer flowing number, just like the one his dear old granddad used to rock. What a fucking hipster. What a hipster bitch.
Kylo Ren is a punk bitch.
It's left a number of fans wondering if the new cape doesn't just look like one of Vader's. Maybe it is one of Vader's. As you'll remember from Episode 7, Kylo has been known to raid Darth's closet from time to time, and while that old mask may have been too burnt to wear, you gotta figure the Emperor's right-hand man had more than one cape in his collection. He probably had an active wear cape, a business cape, a formal cape for those impromptu dinner parties on Bespin. Point is, we can definitely see how Kylo could have easily grabbed one of Vader's capes as he slowly continues his transformation into Darth Part 2. But it doesn't end there. Rumor has it that he'll also be piloting a personalized ship that is extremely reminiscent of Grandpa Vader's TIE Advanced Fighter, complete with pill-shaped fuselage that was used to explode some rebel scum in Episode 4's Death Star trench battle. So even though Kylo Ren seemed to feel the pull of the light side at the end of Force Awakens, it sounds more like he's settling into the role of Sith Darksider. I guess it takes more than killing one's own father to abandon the bad guy act and actively seek redemption. But evil Ben Solo isn't the only one shaking things up. Captain Phasma is also making a change and rolling with some scary-looking new henchmen. And once again, the good folks at Making Star Wars do not disappoint. In the same article, they sketched up Phasma's newest homies, the Executioner Stormtroopers. Now, these troopers are extra stormy, with black shoulder guards and a matte black patch over one side of each helmet. These new troopers also come with weapons upgrades. We already told you all about Captain Phasma's new spear she'll most likely use to try and gut the shit out of Finn. But check out what is being called an accurate depiction of the Executioner Trooper's new bling, a staff with 4 spikes, which are discharging some sort of laser from each tip. Now, we're not exactly sure what this is supposed to be, but we do have a pretty educated guess. I mean, it is being held by an Executioner Trooper, right? So, what if this is some sort of laser axe used to behead the adversaries of the First Order? Looks like Gwendolyn Christie is bringing a little bit of Westeros to the galaxy far, far away. So if Phasma is leading a pack of psychopaths who are literally trying to cut off the resistance at the neck, what does that make her? And if, in turn, Kylo Ren is in charge of the big psychopath leading the little psychopaths, what does that make him? All in all, this points to a much darker, scarier version of the First Order, ruthless war criminals that have embraced a more brutal, almost medieval method of control as the socio-political structure of the galaxy starts to deteriorate around them. And if Kylo is also becoming more unstable, giving in to the foulest charms the dark side has to offer, then we might be able to expect an antagonist far more twisted than the cantankerous little bitch daddy killer we saw in Force Awakens, and that is a chilling prospect.
Kylo Ren is a punk bitch.
But what do you think? Is Kylo becoming Darth Vader, or is he still just a wannabe? Are laser axe-wielding troopers a sign of the end times? Let's discuss. And there's a whole new episode of Because Science up right now. Kyle Hill is breaking down how the Mass Effect Omni tool is actually a lightsaber. I think that is total bullshit, but you can go like and subscribe and keep checking out Nerdist.com.